Oh, no.
Guy on the right. I'm sorry, I don't know faces. I wish players wore name tags. But guy on the right got a fist bump. Yan didn't. So, see if the bling. I think the bling. Hopefully it's tucked under those shirts too, because you said there was some weird superstition about that. But just like there's maybe a superstition about FaZe Clan and threes, this will be their chance to prove that they still got it. It was a dominant shutout against Limitless, but going all the way to Game 5 was not what you expected, especially when Furia should be on paper head and shoulders above a team like Limitless. So how will FaZe Clan fare? Good shot and redirected right into the net.
And this actually plays into exactly what I thought was going to be happening. Look at Chrome cut all the way across the field just to try and cover up. Yeah, he could try and rotate back and defend the net, but he wants to make the play as one-dimensional as possible for first killer behind him to figure out where the save is going to go. He was close, but Furia was all over it. Great press.
Oh, touch there. Okay, Card, the guy you can rely on. Even we heard from them earlier how, well, I guess Yan and Card are going to be playing twos. Miss crashes to the bottom right. Can't slip through. Furia looking for clears and see if Card and Yan will do well in the twos until they lose, and then they'll switch it up back to loss. But once you're in the lower bracket, though, will be the last chance anyway. So
now the real question, because we heard in that interview, you know, they have the law: you play until you lose. So if they lose with the setup of Yan and Lost, right? Does Yan finally have to sit out? Do you not put him in on the next 2v2? Because now he's lost twice. You know, you got to spread the love, right?
No shot. No shot. They don't put Yan in.
It's only fair.
It's like not putting Rojas in for Rule 11. But I would like the confidence. I would like to see it. Just like how you would like to see Chrome be thrown into a ones or twos, even though that's unlikely to happen. Threatening shot there from FaZe. He wanted to keep that momentum going, but Card forces his way through, passes it to Lost, who still is saved by first killer.
Now, unfortunate for Furia, not able to really connect on that deep pass plays. Chrome parrying a nice thrust, and once more just forcing Furia to respect his approach. I gotta say, Chrome's been put into some dicey defensive situations, and he's doing the best game theory optimal approach he's got for his position. And it has been, I am going to force you to do something with the ball, and that is really all FaZe has to do, and missed. Will just get up there in time to poke that to the safety of the sidewall. Chrome tasked with finding a clear, and unfortunately needs a little extra help from the teammates behind him.
Furia's offense looks so scary. How is this only a 1-0 game? The mechanics that they brought out already, FaZe have somehow been able to read that like a book. Going into the second half with a small lead. Card tucking that into the corner, trying to draw at FaZe to pre-jump, and Furia even strike two. Didn't pierce the hearts of FaZe, not yet. Both challenges 51 by FaZe. How can Mist carry this into a fast push? His first killer stopped in his tracks. Furia slow the play down. They don't follow through with the ball though. They're already on the back wall for whatever comes out of FaZe. Finally a chance for Furia to extend this lead, but maintaining possession of the ball has been difficult for them against FaZe.
Difficult for FaZe as well to actually get the offense started. It's been hard for Furia to stay on extended offensive pushes, but they have in general been the team driving pace of play. Lost with a little bit of space to work with, and look at him pull the string on two defenders.
Scooping that one up as a defender of FaZe. Kind of threatening the musty there, and just FaZe jumping. 2-0 for Furia. The mechanics that Furia have to put on display to put goals on this board has been so impressive, but Furia are known, at least today, look at the start of game one. They don't need a warm-up. They don't need to ramp up. They just start the peak already so high. And it's FaZe. They're the ones that have to shut the doubters up. Here's FaZe just following through and sending it back.
Locked in and ready to go. Furia continuing what is not been an effortless press against the FaZe Clan defense so far, but has looked relatively comfortable. You're waiting to see if FaZe is able to muster any type of extra offensive output here. Loose ball collected by first killer and saved by Yan. First killer's trying to dance and bob in the box, but unfortunately Furia finally able to get their wits settled and find a clear.
First killer brought his driver out. The speed doesn't get past Furia, brings the putter out, still on the second touch. Get through the defense of Furia. 30 seconds left before FaZe gets shut out, and this has been kind of the trend in their threes matches. They don't score a lot, they don't score often. We're only able to put up 1 goal against in total in both threes match against K-Corp.
Oh, that's in.
That's still somehow with all the collision goes through.
Yeah, I actually thought that was really well defended by Furia. Forced first killer all the way up to the ceiling. Card was defending the backside of the net, and they even had somebody on the backboard, but what can you say? A perfectly placed ball from, I believe it was Mist who got credit for that goal there, to just cut the defense down to size. Final 10 seconds and a breakaway for FaZe.
It's not over yet. Furia didn't get the 3rd insurance goal they needed, so FaZe in the green half have to make this next play happen. 1 second left. Card away. No one there in time, and Furia take game 1.
Nice win from Furia. Comfortable. It took one heck of a shot. some very lackluster fist bumps. Yeah, we know we won. So.
It's whatever.
Furia might have been a lot more disappointed if they had lost that 3v3, but that's okay. It was a good showing from FaZe overall. Defensively, they were able to at least keep Furia at arm's length and force them to hit some excellent shots to actually go ahead and win that game. So now we come to the decision point. Do you take on Yan as first killer in the 1v1 off the rip, or do you go for 2v2? And it looks like FaZe has elected for 2v2 in the first go around.
That makes a lot more sense for them. I thought either way could have worked. I think Furia are down for whatever. Furia are just an all-around solid team, and that's why they were big favorites out of this group. FaZe might have called them inconsistent, but what they presented today and yesterday has been nothing but consistency. And what sent Furia into the lower bracket was a tough and close game 5 against Falcons, which they obviously want that revenge, have the potential to if they can climb out of this series. But FaZe, this has been their bread and butter, has been 2s and 1s, at least from what we saw against Limitless, and this kickoff almost went awry.
Now this could be one of the best 2v2 games of the day, easily. A lot of opportunity for sparks and dangerous attacks. And I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for Mist or Card to be big put-away type shooters here. And they may have to do it with some tough defense from the opposition, and it's going to be all about placement here.
Oh, first killer into the upper 90. Mist has been such a good enabler of first killer that you have no doubts that they were going to opt to want to play with each other just after how well they coordinated in the 2s against Limitless. Great attempt again by first killer, puts FaZe Clan on the board. A successful format for them.
See how long first killer delayed actually going for that flip reset? That was crazy. Nice pass to Card, and he will bury it in the net. Nice, quick go get him from Furia here. They just go and steal all the boost in the corner and just pop it back across. Card waiting right there for it. Oh, and Mist smashed first killer out of the way. I didn't even see that. I don't know if first killer would have made that save anyway, but it certainly doesn't help.
The fact that Yan had time to grab a corner boost and set up the ball hard. But you heard it from Furia. It doesn't matter if it's Card or Lock. Yan can play 2s, 3s, whoever, his teammates. That coordination just right out the gates looks good. Mist has to buy some time here. Here's a 2-on-1 approach by Furia. First killer late there, but able to contest and buy time for FaZe to hopefully stabilize out of the situation. As Mist sends it away, but Furia will recover.
Now, there might be a lot of extra value produced by Mist's defensive prowess. He is an incredibly strong defender and chance to beat one away over Yan, but couldn't get enough on it.
High game. First killer contesting, trying to shake up that possession from Card. Decent. Touched above to the left side. Furia not going to challenge needlessly. They'll respect that space against FaZe. Head back for a safer approach. Now the counterattack from Furia, almost on target there for Furia. This card, looking for a setup, goes up high, gets bumped out of the way by First Killer. Mist sees the Yan approach, clears it quickly before Furia can put their backs against the wall. Still good stops on both sides.
You can see First Killer trying to get a demo, as actually Mist will find one as well. Yan in a 1-on-2 for a brief moment. And he will control the ball beautifully, and he's gonna score!
I look away for 1 second, and Yan scores. Is that all it takes?
Oh,
First
Mist!
Open time, but Yan just reaches the ball wide enough that Mist couldn't get there.
Mist got greedy too. He went for the midfield boost, and you know what? It wasn't there. So he gave up a lane to the net, and there wasn't even a way to cover back up. That's tough.
Small lead for Furia, just knowing how to find those gaps. FaZe Clan setting up First Killer for success as usual. Even mid demos in the last match they played against Limitless.
Oh, he got that!
Almost went in. How?
He got bumped. He got people driving under his wheels and trying to throw off the balance. I have no idea how First Killer kept that out of the net. That was crazy.
Aim is salvageable once again by First Killer. Card with good control, tips it above. First Killer pinches it off the back wall, keeps it again. Is trying to get into the net. And doesn't even put it on target. Card was really ready to maintain that possession there for Furia. Furia kind of back past this, keep the ball away from FaZe. Furia just forced their way through. Everyone just jumping on this ball, and FaZe buy themselves some desperate real estate. First Killer driving right into Card, so good stops again by Furia.
This is looking more and more dire as it continues. Furia definitely starting to establish control of the game here more often than not. That's a miss from First Killer, and look at that tight support. Huge 50 from Mist to at least buy time for FaZe to get set. But Furia, this 1-goal lead, you have to respect how aggressively they're playing it. They're trying to take everything away from FaZe Clan.
Furia with a bunch of boost. Checking what Mist is doing, going up in the air, cutting through the right lane. FaZe haven't generated a whole lot of threat. I don't know where
you can see Card.
Was.
It was just funny because Card was about to rip that ball up the field, and then he looked and he saw nobody from FaZe around. He's like, oh, I guess I'll just wait then.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a player mic that I heard too, but I'm just imagining things. 2-1, 38 seconds left. With Furia not too challenged on the defense. It's Furia putting on the pressure. FaZe Clan put up save after save, though.
Good chance here.
As Furia stops, at least slow the momentum there. Waits for Mist. Lands right on Yan's lap. First Killer passing it to himself, trying to bait out Furia, who read it like a book. This is dangerous in front of the net here. FaZe just need one to tie it up. As Card goes down the field, he's bumped around by First Killer. And control shook from Furia as Mist. This has to be the last play. It goes First Killer on top of one last chance. The ball's in the air. Yan has control though, sends it all the way down to the orange half. And FaZe Clan living through this somehow. There's only 2 players though, and the backflip gives Furia game 2.
Huge win from Furia in the 2v2, and especially because FaZe chose that format first, feeling more confident perhaps, and leaving the dice roll of the 1v1 till later in the series, and you lost? Oh dear. Now we get into dicey territory. Another 3v3 to stay alive here. And you saw how game 1 went. It was a lot of pressure. They were kind of equal to it, but it felt difficult for them to find good spaces to actually counterattack. Furia in a great position here.
Match point, I believe. Oh man, this series has been so wacky. But...
You're correct.
Okay. I don't know. You're either the doubters, you're part of the doubters, you're part of the believers when it comes to FaZe. That's just what makes them such a fun team to watch. Both personality, both on the field. Furia, they come in with so much hunger though, especially as the former champions. And this lower bracket semifinal, last chance. And FaZe Clan, I mean, they've been put in more dire situations before. You go back to threes, which is not what FaZe would be known for in this tournament, playing with a different third, but they're able to clean up series, usually.
There is still a world. I mean, FaZe, they looked okay in game one. It's not like they got, you know, completely steamrolled in that first one. It was a 1-goal game, so they kept themselves in it, and as we mentioned yesterday, oh, they got own gold! Mist is gonna score, but if you're within one at any time, good things can happen for you. And look at this, Yan blocking cards clear there.
Hey, you scared me for a second. We just woke up to this game and you said miss own goal. I was like, no shot. This is our threes. But scores for his team. Makes the other team own goal. I'm catching on. I'm catching on. FaZe, the lead. Lost. Has the boost to kind of guide this out. Goes to card. Chrome hot on his tail. Miss turns it around. Only Yan is back. But right in front of the net. There's enough space to dive for the ball. I'll make this easy for FaZe. Use the counterattack for Furia, though. FaZe, good challenges. Losses goes to the right. Yan will be late to this. First killer. Hoping to transition this out for FaZe. And it's been so back and forth so far.
And FaZe opting to go for a bit more map control here, taking away corner and side boosts if they have the opportunity, trying to blunt that Furia counterattack and limit the amount of mechs they'll have available to them. And Chrome, respect that. Just go hard at the net and make them save it. And again, Furia get in the way of their own clear.
Look at this placement, the bottom left. Couldn't be any more perfect than that. Lost and Yan were there too. Talk about threading the needle. Miss does it again for FaZe, 2-0. And you need to just do so much to hustle your way back through in this series. Here's first killer off the kickoff too. Pinches off, first killer, bumping around in the net too. FaZe still looking to either create the gap or find it.
You can't ask for a better start than this to a game mode that everyone knows you've got a handicap in if you're FaZe. 2-0, 3.5 to play. It's a long time, but you can afford to play a lot more conservative now if you're FaZe clan. Chrome, that's all you have to do. Just make sure the timing is there on your approaches out of the midfield, and FaZe should be able to walk away with a win here and go to the 1v1.
FaZe have been on top of Furia, forcing Furia, especially Card, to have to cross from one side of the net to the other just to go somewhere where FaZe isn't to clear, and first killer almost gets that second touch in. Not the bounce he was looking for. Here's Lost trying to create some hope for Furia. Thanks to Yan, he gets it in.
That one stings pretty bad if you're FaZe. First killer, it was an open net, but he didn't have the cleanest control of the ball. And what makes it worse is that as soon as he missed that open net, Furia immediately counterattack back the other way and score. So essentially the 2-point swinger there, right, for Furia, because they avoid going down 2, they cut the lead by 1 with the counterattack and the flip reset trying to equalize. So FaZe would have loved to see 3 on the board there from first killer, and instead now they got to fight a lot harder to keep this game in check.
Yeah, after 2 unanswered goals by FaZe, Furia generate a response. Card making sure he gets boost, making sure first killer isn't being passed to. Furia get it out of their own end. Crashes right into FaZe's lap. The Furia have been kind of waiting in the midfield for FaZe to send it back to them. That's a missed touch there by Carter. Missed challenge his first killer. Gets ready to set up his team for success. Over to Chrome. Challenge from Furia. The 50 forced to the corner. FaZe will try their hand again. Miss down in front of the net. First killer doesn't think it's possible. Not with Lost and Card there, but with Lost missing, FaZe create their third opportunity.
Ooh, and yeah, and that speed, he gets bumped off. Mist cannot turn it in. Chrome has to contain out of the midfield out of nowhere. He's just able to get the nose on it. And a ripper from Yan will tie the game. First killer in position, but you're not saving this.
Yan, beautiful placement. First killer, got a hand up, but not enough to save it. And this after FaZe clan thought they had this rally. Like I said, 3 shots coming into the Furia net, all saved. 1 counterattack. The execution from Furia. 2 unanswered goals to tie it up.
Oh my days!
It's finished off by Mist.
Oh my gosh, first killer, how do you get this one into a playable spot? What car control to get that one back across the net. Nobody from Furia saw that coming and missed right there to collect.
FaZe clutching up. Situations looking so dire. When the other team seems to have match point, that's when FaZe seem to turn up, and that's not when you want FaZe to turn up. Not if you don't want to be stressed out, but this is a stressful tournament.
Yeah, that's what they
FaZe.
said, right? Rocket League, the most stressful game to watch.
Yeah, if you're watching FaZe, that's for sure. It's off the back wall. It's a little too high. First killer there first. Furia, we're down low, ready to receive. And demoed as FaZe want this 3-on-2 advantage, but they don't have the ball, so Lost buys time for Yan to get back into the play. Curves it to the right. Furia, well, the offense has been just stuffed. FaZe have been so good at just stopping them, challenging them before Furia can even get a thought going. Oh, Chrome. The touch off the back wall missed. The bounce went
Here's
really
that
far.
counterattack.
And there's Furia,
Ooh.
yeah, having a chance, but they got so disrupted on their journey to the orange half. 35 seconds. 1 goal lead for FaZe. Yan gets bumped off the ball. Lost, ready to receive, and goes up against Mist. Goes right in front of the net. He's such good midfield control that Furia just can't recover when they get challenged like that, but keep the offense going.
Keep the offense. Oh, that's a huge 50 from First Killer. Just swatting that one down to the other end. Chrome will keep the defense honest. It doesn't have to be on target. It just has to scare them enough. Last chance here for Furia.
First killer just putting the insurance goal down, but Lost catches it, barely keeping it on top of his car. Yan, Card, sending it. They have boost. Lost, using it all. Yan, trying to pinch it down low. Lost has to dive all the way back. It's still riding the
my
corner.
gosh.
Lost thanks the field for that. First killer, though, charges at him, and FaZe live on to win a threes.
Oh, goodness me. That was... That was stressful, man. Well done from FaZe Clan. Furia, definitely a little frustrated, to be sure. They will be playing the 1v1 now, but man, those 2 goals where Furia just got in their own way, put themselves in a hole, FaZe Clan able to stay alive. That could have gone any direction, but big credit to FaZe Clan for coming through with a very tough dub there.
It's just match point buff for FaZe Clan, I guess, when they're on the last possible game, it seems, when they're about to get sent out of a series. They just know how to turn up, but it's such a huge win for FaZe to win a threes, because that was what sort of held them back against Limitless. Now you go into ones. First killer versus Yan will be coming up. Just a quick update from the A stream. Team Secret win in game 5 against Suh. Denying the reverse sweep 2 by Suh. So that was a back and forth series.
Well done, Team Secret, another team from South America. Sad Knight and KV1 had a lot of fun watching them, but this one could be the best 1v1 in this bracket potentially, if you want to count out First Killer versus Vatira yesterday. This should be another good one here.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
This is going to be a good 1v1. Wow. Yeah, that's on target. I thought maybe it was a little too high, but I am so wrong, and First Killer is so right.
Yanks went for the boldest, most aggressive 1v1 challenge in the world I have ever seen. First Killer says, I'm starting an air dribble, and he's like, cool, I'm gonna go off the ceiling and try and take it from you. That's wild.
The second one, too. First Killer is so good at receiving those bounces and self-passing to himself off the sidewall. And he was really good at those kickoffs, too, in his 1v1s against Limitless. He wins that again, too. Solid lead.
Solid early start for sure for First Killer. Yan is not to be underestimated, though. First Killer is well aware of that, and this one could immediately turn into a positional battle.
Just can't let First Killer get away with everything. It's just been controlling this game way too much. First Killer has no boost, and Yan has it all, but First Killer's the one with the ball, and no! The post got in the way! This is not safe, though, for Yan. First Killer heads back for boost, and Yan has some space to work with. What a fake, what a dangle.
Oh, the dangle's right. He says, look, I'm going to flick this so hard. And First Killer absolutely bid on it. Great recognition from Yan. He got away with it, though, a little bit. Yan earlier is so focused on denying boost, he let First Killer take a shot on target. Got very fortunate that he missed. And Yan glad to turn in the counterattack with a great mind game.
Oh, man. First Killer. It's the First Killer show. I'm glad to be in attendance. Enough to buy tickets. Look at him cut through the right side, second touch too.
And that's just First Killer understanding kickoff timings, right? Because in any other scenario in this 1v1, First Killer probably doesn't try that because the defense is already in position. Yan will finally win a kickoff and get the goal right back, so everything wiped clean. And you really hope this one doesn't devolve into kickoff goal, kickoff goal, kickoff goal.
Yeah. Yeah, just looking back at the ones that Furia did in TRK, just narrowly inched forward 8-7. Yan will always put up a good fight when it comes to that, if not win it all. And this is proving to be another close one. Still the 50 goes in favor of First Killer.
This was just the raw battle of who has more boost. First Killer has the option to pick up all the small pads in the box. And Yan, you're right, trying for that 50, but he just didn't have enough boost to get the nose on it. First Killer just tapped it in over his head.
Ooh, thought maybe Yan just an inch more higher. Could have popped it up, going for the 50, unsuccessful. 2-goal lead. First Killer coming in with a lot of speed, making Yan run around for it. First Killer collects some boosts, a little bit at a deficit, so it's backing away. Yan carrying it, threatening the flick, goes for the bump of the First Killer and drives it home.
This is such smooth control from Yan. Look at this dribble. First Killer gave him a little bit of space just to go grab boost, and Yan made him pay for it. That was so well timed and so perfectly played from Yan. Excellent goal 3 to get himself right back within 1.
FaZe are gonna do it to us again, aren't they? Not that I'm calling the match this early, but First Killer, I'm not a doubter of First Killer whatsoever. This is reverse sweep territory. Just saying, if FaZe win their 1s and their 2s and somehow clutch it up in game 5 like they did against Limitless. But we'll see if Yan can keep up against First Killer. Has been able to maintain that lead thus far. Yan always is able to keep it within 1. Yan with control, kind of being slippery with it. Seeing if he can make First Killer antsy, make a first move. Now First Killer just drives back, makes sure that Furia or Yan doesn't get a free shot on net.
Boost advantage, First Killer. Yan with 2, able to make a stop, but he has to lose the corner. First Killer will just play keep away here and make sure Yan can't actually counterattack.
Yeah, when I thought First Killer had a shot there, just the ball had so much speed too. Maintaining possession, Yan bumps him out of the way. Hey, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So we saw Yan show you how to do the air dribble bump right from a dribble, and now you see him how to do it with a pop forward. Just chips it forward to the far side, forces First Killer to dive at it, and he just dials in the challenge line and says, "Excuse me, I'm tying this game up."
Yeah, first time we've seen a tie, I believe, this game, and yeah, looking for the advantage. Barely saved. Still has possession of the ball, 96 boost too. First Killer going up to the ceiling, trying to read what Yan is cooking up. Because now they're playing patty cake, but First Killer, they're both playing mind games. That's what makes this one game so interesting. Yan now playing keep away, as you said, has to be careful of the challenge coming up. Demo for First Killer, but we'll give Yan time to recover too.
Yeah, and First Killer more focused on making sure to take away all the boost in the midfield. Oh, Yan's gonna try. He actually got that on target, and First Killer believed him, but he wins the race and it's off the wall. Can he make it back? Yes, he will. Yan finally takes the lead. First Killer's been working hard this game, but it all slips away right there.
Post almost working harder too. There's been a few of those hit by Yan. takes the lead for the first time in this ones match. Match point for Furia. Don't come at me if I curse FaZe, okay? I don't want to hear it. They can curse themselves, okay? I'm just trying to produce hype. That's my job. 5-4, but this is not over yet. 90 seconds. First Killer has kept up with every solo player. This First Killer waits for his moment. Yan turns it around. Nothing. First Killer flicks, and Yan pops it up. Still saves.
He knows Yan has 0 boost here. That 50 from Yan is huge to release all the pressure, and he will definitely want that side boost there. It allows him to play defense, and he's just able to keep that one away.
First Killer off to the ceiling as a reset will go off the cross. Yan forced to still go for the save. First Killer on the ball first, tucks it to the right corner. But it's First Killer who can't afford to waste time. He's the one at a deficit. Yan hugs the wall. Sends it away. First Killer still maintaining possession through all of this and draining Yan's resources, but now both lack. Yan will have some breathing room, but not the ball. And First Killer demos through the smoke, the fire, and the flames. First Killer ties it up.
First Killer giving Yan a piece of his own medicine. You have hit me out of the air enough times, sir. Excuse me, it is my turn to tie it up. Great play from First Killer on such a great role of control there, taking away all the boost. Yan working really hard on defense, but finally not able to keep pace.
Feels like First Killer hasn't had to be that physical player in ones or twos. Like, you bring Mist out with the boxing gloves, sure, in the twos match, but First Killer has been able to rely on his mechanics thus far. Yan flicks it into the upper 90. He takes the lead.
Huge late lead here for Yan. Only 17 seconds. And again, First Killer thinking he can get away with giving a little bit of space and finding an aggressive clear line. That is the 3rd time he has been proven wrong in that regard.
Stressful. 17 seconds. Kickoff 50 popped up. First Killer just back passing it. Not letting Yan get a free shot. First Killer has to be careful here. Drives it all the way down. Yan behind, but keeps up. Yan just gets ready to save, and he sends it to the orange half. Yan just has to land this on the ground to give Furia the series lead, or the series win, and send FaZe home, and Yan has done it.
What a show from Yan. That was a battle. Back and forth, and you gotta give credit to him. He called First Killer's bluff there at the end, said, nope, you're faking it. I'm punting it right back up the middle, and that is unfortunately the end of the run here for FaZe Clan. First Killer with 2 marvelous 1v1s against 2 phenomenal players in Yan and Vati, and comes up just shy in both of them, but what a show it was by him.
Just what a group of death this has felt like. K-Corp, FaZe, Falcons, Furia.